Hello, everyone. I hope you guys have had a nice weekend. This week, I'm really looking forward to the topic because I do find that when it comes to trading, we do always think about the rules and the do's and the don'ts and the journaling, but self-development plays a massive, massive part in our journey as a trader. Now, it all stems from us, so we have to put in that self-effort and self-work in order to boost that longevity of trading. So this week, I really want to jot this down into 5 different categories, which is our 5 senses: our touch, our sense of smell, our taste, our hearing, and our seeing, our sight. Now, every single one of them connect together, and they also then connect and are the catalyst for how we trade on a daily basis, how we think, how we feel, how we maneuver. And we've done pretty much a lot of exercise in order to help our self-development. In order to help us in our self-development. But what we can do here is break it down just a little bit more and just explore each one individually and see if there are things that you can improve on, things that you might need to remove out of your daily lifestyle, or things that you might have to change, strengthen as well. So I've jotted everything down for you guys. So this one, you will have to watch the video, you can't just listen to it. And yeah, just let me know how this goes after. Some feedback would be amazing. So I'm going to go ahead and show you and share the screen. All right, guys, so here we have a list of our senses, and I've just jotted down some ideas for you guys to just explore, see kind of where you're at the moment and what you could do to improve, to change, or remove anything from each of these lists. So just to start with, we've got our sight. And I've added affirmations. So looking into what affirmations do we have around us? Do we have any post-it notes, any labels, anything that grabs our attention with some positive words that we've written to ourselves, or anything that we might have bought that has a logo, anything that we can provide to ourselves in a positive note and always remind ourselves and repeat that affirmation. So on my desk at the moment, I've got a couple of post-it notes. One of them says, I am a funded trader. And the other one says, love is my motivation. Actually, I've got 3. I've got one that says, I operate from the quantum field. So these are the 3 affirmations that currently are keeping me going, things that I like to look at every time I get to my desk. So visionary, you can put that down in terms of your visual aspect. So where your imagination is when it comes down to your goals, your tasks, your future dreams, anything of that sort. Colors, we've definitely talked a lot about this because colors are very important and also are very easily self-manipulating. If we have certain colors that might make us feel a certain way, maybe some colors that are not that great for us, and we've noted that down, that possibly, for example, color red might make you feel a little bit more angrier throughout the day, and you might want to replace that with a soft pink or a blue to keep you cool and calm and collected. So just observing the colors that you have around you, what colors you're wearing, if you're working at your desk, do you have any objects that have a certain color that might make you feel a certain way? This could be even things like candles as well. So picking the right colored candles, nothing too bright that's going to possibly change the way that you trade, which is very possible. But I know that we spoke about this before, so you guys have got quite a lot of information there about colors. So as we just mentioned, objects, inspiring images. So there might be, for example, an image that really means something to you, and you might want to print it out, and you can put it possibly by your bed or your front door, anywhere, maybe where your keys are placed. So every time you collect your keys, you see that picture and it makes you feel that positivity or that motivation, that enlightenment that you might need on a daily basis as like a reminder. And also TV and screen time, which also applies to our mobile phone. So, are we watching too much TV? Are we spending too much time absorbing things away from our true well-being that we might need? Are we watching too many films at the moment, and actually we should be concentrating on maybe watching some YouTube videos or Ben's analysis videos. So things like that. What kind of screen time are you using right now? What are you watching? What would you like to remove? And what would you like to implement more? So with hearing, I've added music and frequencies. So as an example, when I'm working, when I'm trading, I always have a frequency playing in the background. So the story behind this is that years ago, my nervous system was really high fluctuating on stress and anxiety levels. And after doing some research, I figured out that in order to reduce that, you have to work in sync with your nervous system. Now, your nervous system goes off by vibrations, and especially vibrations of music. So now I just choose a couple of frequencies from YouTube or from Spotify, something that allows my nervous system to stay calm and cool and collected. And that just gives me a plain sailing day. I also like to implement that when I'm driving, or anytime that I feel like I want to concentrate, or maybe silence is not enough, but I don't want too much noise. So frequencies. With music, now I can tell you that apparently if you play your favorite song repeatedly whilst you are studying, whilst you are doing any work, so let's say, for example, whilst you're trading, it actually gives you 3 times higher success in your motivation. So this could be another thing that you might want to add. So make sure that you've got a song that you really enjoy. Just bear in mind of the words that the song has. So something more in the lines of positivity, something happy or joyful, something that makes you smile or laugh when listening to it, and use that repetitively throughout the day for about 20 minutes whilst you're on your laptop, on your phone, or when you're studying, when you're working. So conversations, what you absorb, what people say to you, and what things you absorb from what they say is really important. So these are things, for example, like if you're in certain conversations or social bubbles, and maybe the conversations are no use of you, but you're there because you can't walk away from the conversation. But it's really important that you observe and analyze these moments throughout the day, because sometimes people might come with a certain energy that can actually make you more exhausted or more demotivated. It could make you start self-doubting, which we don't want in this case. So with your conversations, just be mindful of what you say, how you hear things, what you absorb, and just try and limit anything that comes out of your routine or balance that gives you peace. So nature is a good one, along with music and frequencies. Nature sounds are really good to play in the background, or even just spending time out in nature without music, without listening to your phone, just walking and absorbing the noises that you can hear from the birds, the grass, the trees, the wind, whatever it is. Really, really useful. Your body absolutely engages with these sounds because they are unmessed with, they are just part of nature, and just like you are nature. And lastly here, your intuition. So we've spoken a lot about this. So really listening into your intuition. How many times do you listen to your intuition? How many times do you not listen to your intuition? Maybe do you need to spend more time in nature? Maybe do you need to limit some conversations that you have, or replace that hardcore music, techno music, with some frequencies in order for your intuition to strengthen? So that's another thing. Sometimes we might have to take away a couple in order to build another one on the list. Now with taste, really important. I'm going to start off with hydration and water. So big thing when it comes to functionality and being clear and of clarity. Excuse me, in the background, I've got an alert going off. Let's just see if I can stop. Oh, there we go. Apologies. So water intake. If you go on Google, you will be able to find a water calculator, which then you can place in your height and your weight currently, and it will give you a calculation of how much water you should be drinking per day. Now, they always give us the amount that we should generally be drinking, but because we're all unique, we're all very different, our bodies might require more or less than the other. So very important with water. I like to post a lot about water because the life changes that it makes is insane. A tip for you guys, if you, let's say, for example, are someone that needs 3 liters of water a day, you work out a lot, and that's why possibly you need a lot more. Drinking about 1.5 liters by 12 p.m., by lunchtime, is amazing, and it will also change the course of your day, mind, body, and soul. So what I mean by that is when you wake up and the first thing that you drink in the morning is, if you drink water, your organs will naturally activate in order to get going for the day, and it will use the water that you've just given throughout the day. So then as the day goes on, the rest of the water that you take in, the body can absorb and also reserve that for the following day or for any time that it needs at survival mode. Now, if you don't drink water in the morning and you leave it till lunchtime, or you're just someone that generally doesn't like to drink much water, your body will use any liquids, cleansing liquids, from your reserves. Now, if you're constantly in the reserve, so just imagine like a car, if you're constantly at a range of 2 miles left on your car, you don't have much petrol, and you're just constantly at that stage, you're going to burn out your engine. You will cause damage, and you will need a service, most likely more quicker than usual, and also potential breakage. So it's the same thing with our bodies. We have to look at the engine and really apply what it needs in order to fuel that day and to fuel us for the rest of the coming days and weeks. So water, very, very important. If you can grasp that for a week, because sometimes when you drink a lot of water straight away out of nowhere, because the body is not used to it, it will naturally try and dispose of it. So try and stick this for 7 days without fail, your 1.5 liters by lunchtime, and then the rest of what you need, what your body needs throughout the day. Don't drink too much at night, because the body will not need to use it for fuel in the night. Just try and keep it up till early evening. And the difference 7 days later, I'm telling you, your trading will make a turn in a positive way. Herbal teas as well are really, really good. Make sure that you're intaking a few that might be for health benefits as well, or just your favorite herbal teas. Nutrition and a balanced diet. So what you eat is really important. So really have a look at what's in your kitchen. What do you buy on a weekly basis? What kind of foods you enjoy eating, but maybe they might not be good for your mental clarity and how you feel on a day-to-day. What kind of foods will boost your energy, and what kind of foods will reduce it and make you exhausted. So I'll give you another good example. If, let's say, that I need to go out and I know that I'm going to have maybe a few glasses of wine, and I know the next day I want to be focused on my trading. Now, I'm the sort of person that will think twice about the amount of alcohol that I will take in that day or that evening. And the reason being is because alcohol is a toxin, and it will corrupt how you navigate after, especially if you're trying to concentrate the following day. Now, I'm not saying this is an extreme situation, but I am saying that it does impact you. And so things like alcohol, sugar, too many sugary drinks, just have an observation of what you do currently and how you can change that to better yourself. There are so many balanced foods out there, power foods as well, that will give you a natural energy boost and can absolutely change your trading lifestyle. Now, with smell as the last one, I've added here candles and diffusers. Currently, I have a Yankee candle at my desk. Preferably, what I like to use is lemongrass. Now, lemongrass, for those who have a lot of anxiety, frustration, and high stress levels, try and get yourself a lemongrass candle from Aroma Works. Now, they don't do lemongrass on their own, but they do bergamot and lemongrass infused. Now, this scent, for whatever reason, it reduces the level of anxiety when it's lit around you. You can also buy this in a form of essential oil. You might want to use it with a base oil and put it on your wrists or into a diffuser in your home. You can have this scent in your car, anywhere that you feel that it will give you a sense of calm and reduce any feelings that are unwanted of that moment or of that day. Sage, Palo Santo, as you probably know, the wood, Palo Santo, and then sage, which people like to burn a lot to cleanse their homes. These are really good scents, and they will stimulate your sense bulb in your nose, which is called the olfactory bulb, to start releasing chemicals like serotonin, any really good endorphins, just to boost your mental clarity and any happiness and joy from within. So with smells, we can look into nature. A lot of people have mentioned before how walking in nice fields, nice forests, and being just able to smell maybe previous rain that's fallen, the sense of the trees, the smell from the soil, that really, really enhances them and just makes them feel at ease. It really, really does benefit you. So those who possibly have dogs that they like to walk out into the big open field, you will understand what I'm speaking about. And those who might not do this on a daily basis but might want to try, I would absolutely encourage you to add this to your sense of smell as part of your self-development. It will naturally just allow you to start being more conscious of the sense of nature around you. Now, lastly, I added creams and oils, and this is just briefly just about what body creams that you might put onto your body, any perfumes, something that you really like, a favorite perfume that you have. These also will counter into your benefits with the sense of smell that you enjoy, and that it will build and increase the levels of serotonin and any endorphins to release for joy and happiness. And so we've got, lastly, touch, our last sense here. I've written hot and cold, so this would just be down to kind of the temperature that is around you, whether you're in a nice, warm and cozy place whilst you're trading, whilst you're studying, or just generally from your day-to-day, are you cold outside? Do you wrap up warm? Small things like this will absolutely change just how you function throughout the day. So it's very good to be mindful of them. Massage is another great way for touch to boost your energy levels and just to reduce any physical pain, as I've written down here. Maybe you're someone that suffers from some physical pain, injuries, or any conditions aside from that, and nurturing that side of you will just be able to give you an extra boost there. I know a lot of people that when they have that physical pain that's just kind of not able to go away, it does bury you in the day, and it's not a great feeling. But if there is something that you can do now and again just to help and nurture yourself in that sense, you're also putting something towards your self-development there. So that comes hand in hand with massage. A good one as well is a desk scalp massager. If anyone's ever heard or seen one of those, they are amazing. Walking, grounding. So if you've not heard of this, grounding is basically walking bare feet out in the forest, out on grass, maybe in your back garden as well. This is very, very good to absorb any positive electrons from the soil. And please do have a research on this one, because this one is excellent when it comes to your nervous system and to boost your body. Now, hugs. Apparently 6 hugs a day, I think it's 6 or 10, I'll have to have a look at that one, is also another happiness and joy booster. So how many hugs do you have throughout the day? Are there days that you pass when you don't see anybody? Being a full-time trader, most likely that you're spending a lot of time on your own. So make sure the next person that you see, you are hugging them as tight as possible. Or even if you see the same person every single day, 6 to 10 hugs. All right. Now, just a few questions to reflect on. Really, really good for self-reflection. So what needs are most important to me? So if we look back at the list that we just kind of gone over, and possibly anything else that you might have written down yourself, you can take maybe 1 or 2 or 3 things that are most important, things that you feel will absolutely change your lifestyle and your trading as well. So jot them down and make sure that they are list of priority when you're implementing these new ideas or these new rules into your trading. So what new things can I try? Have a look at the list, see if there might be anything that you might have been curious about doing previously, something that maybe someone's mentioned before and you think now you've got time, now you feel ready to try and implement those ideas into your self-development. And what am I doing well on already? So make sure that self-reflection and gratefulness for what you do already is of value and is present. It's super important to be super proud of yourself and congratulate yourself on the good things that you are doing. Okay, never compare them to the things that you're lacking on. Make sure it's big, bright, and bold in your life. So make sure that what I am doing well on already is just as strengthened as all the new things that you want to try and improve on. So what can I improve on? Just as I said, so same thing with the new things can I try, what new things can I try, but potentially there might be something that you want to engage with more, do more times, whether it's, for example, yoga, and you want to do that 3 times instead of once per week, and so forth. And how will this improve my overall health and trading lifestyle? So everything that you will do will manifest into one and the other. So health and well-being will impact your trading lifestyle, okay? And your trading lifestyle being on its top form in a longevity basis here will absolutely reflect on your health and well-being. So make sure those 2-3 things are hand in hand, and self-reflect at all times, and using the journaling and any other things that Diane has also implemented into our Discord group to keep you moving and keep you focused on the present and so forth. This call has absolutely inspired you and just given you extra knowledge on how to boost your self-development and how that will go hand in hand with trading. And remember to keep ourselves motivated, boosted, and energized, and keep doing your support on the Discord group chat. I'm absolutely loving it and just very excited for all the newbies to come together and just work our way onwards and upwards. So have a nice day, and we will speak in the week. Take care.